Welcome to a Random Objects review. In today's review, we'll be doing a review of the series V. It's a reimagining of the 1983 miniseries created by Kenneth Johnson. And the whole gist of the story is aliens come to Earth. At first they have the whole come in peace attitude, but they actually have sinister motives and they actually have malicious ideas of what they are planning to do with Earthlings. Now, starring in V are Elizabeth Mitchell, who plays Erica. I like to call her Botox lady because most of the time she's like, she has this Botox smile about her where it looks so unnatural the way that her cheeks are puffed up. Anyway, I digress. She plays an FBI agent in the series and she stumbles upon the true nature of the visitors accidentally and becomes a member of the counter-resistance of the V's. Also starring in V is Morris Chestnut as Ryan Nichols, a visitor posing as a human being, a V posing as a human being, because he's also part of the resistance against the V's. He's a V that turned good. But yeah, he's the token nigger in the series, and as you know, with all series, there's always a token nigger. Whichever American series there is, there's always just like nigger, 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 nigger. There's always token niggers everywhere. In flippin' it's very rarely that you won't get a token nigger in an American series. Also, there's Joel Gretsch that stars as Father Jack, and he is a former army guy who is now a pastor. He's a bit confused as to how to treat the V's because his whole stance is he's a pastor and aliens aren't in the Bible, and should he embrace the V's or should he welcome them, or what should he do? And he also joins the resistance against the V's by joining forces with Erica. There's also Logan Huffman, who plays Tyler in the series, and I think they just put him in there to work on the people's nose because he's like the whole emo kind of guy. He's always fixing his hair and he's like all like emotional and stuff like that. But lucky for him, he falls in love with one of the hottest V's that there is, so he's got a cool role. There's Lourdes Benedicto, who plays Valerie, the token nigger's wife, and she is unaware of Ryan's nature in the story and she falls pregnant with his baby. Interesting to see how that will turn out. Then there's also Morena Bucket, and I'm not sure if I pronounced it correctly, but yeah, she plays Anna, the all-powerful commander of the V's coming to Earth, and I think they cast her very well because she plays her role quite well. I mean, all of the actors in V act really well, but she takes a role almost in a Keanu Reeves-ish. It's a kind of Keanu Reeves role and she plays it really well, and she's gorgeous as well, so that also adds to the appeal of her role. She takes that role very well because she's a real manipulative and she always gets away. Like, she's glossy on the outside and all trying to sugarcoat the intentions that they just want to help Earth by giving them medicine and help and all these things, but she's got cruel intentions. And there's Laura Thunderfoot, who plays Lisa, Anna's daughter and Tyler's love interest, and she is a gorgeous V. Anna and Lisa have some plan for Tyler, and he's just so in love with Lisa and the V's in general that he is oblivious to their intentions, and something's gonna happen. But yeah, we don't know. Then there's also the stereotypical news reporter, the confident news reporter, Scott Wolf, who plays Chad Decker. He's caught in between mental battle in himself because the V's tell him to say one thing when he knows for sure that they don't actually mean it. So he's caught in like an ethical battle with himself. And that's also interesting to see how that will turn out. Okay, so far there are only 4 episodes, and like most American series during this time, they'll be going on a break and will come back in January. But I've heard a lot about V from my older brothers, and they were like, oh, V is so scary, V is intense, there's a lot of stuff that go on in V, but it hasn't been as wow as I expected it to be, because it's got all this like high American drama and so overly dramatic. I'm looking for more action, for more scariness, for more wowness. You only see part of the alien in like one shot in all of the 4 episodes. That's not enough for me. I want to see aliens, I want to see action, I want to see gore, I want to see people being dissected. That's what I want to see from an alien show. I want to see them eating weird things. That's what I want to see from an alien show. I understand how they're trying to portray how humans would react if aliens were to arrive, but I just need more action. Now, the graphics and effects. The graphics of the outdoor shots, like these ships that fly in, and at the start of the series, the ships in the sky, and the ship that it like has the screen or the bottom panels of the ship they flip around like this and they form like one big screen so that all the humans can see Anna talking to them. Those graphics were very well done, very professional. You could see that they had a good team that worked on those graphics, and it's enjoyable to watch. But in the alien ship, it's all computer graphics in the ship, and it sometimes looks a bit cheap for the set in the ship, because usually what you would have with series like this is they would actually build a set for the cockpit or the rooms inside the ship, but everything in the ship is CG. It's entirely CG. It looks nice. I'm not saying it looks tacky or whatever. They executed it well, but I think it would just be so much more polished if they actually went through the trouble to actually have a set, because you can just see that you don't have that depth that a set would have. So that was a tad disappointing for me, but I suppose the good acting makes up for, number one, the cliched storyline. If you're expecting anything groundbreaking in the series, there's nothing that'll amaze you that you've never seen before, but the acting is well executed and their performances are engaging enough that you'll get attached to the characters and you actually want to see what will happen to them, what will happen in this whole scenario. So it is quite entertaining, even though it's not as entertaining as I was hoping it to be. The one thing I must say is that there isn't a lot of, in American alien stories and superhero stories, there's always the crappy police and the military always, oh, come in, oh, come on, all over the place. And you know, that really irritates me, that it's always that there has to be military and police and there's not a big military and police presence in the series. It really focuses on Anna and Tyler and Erica and all of the main characters of the series. So to cap off this review, I will leave you with the owl scale that will always show you exactly what we think. And just quickly, the owl scale originates from where I would be just like doing odd things in my room, and then I would hear my mom talking on the phone or something, and then she'll like be J-Chop, J-Chop, ooh. And yeah, that reminds me of an owl, and that's how I like rate things. If something is cool, it will be like ooh. If something is awesome, it will be like ooh. So the acting in V gets a ooh. Yeah. The plot quality in V gets a ooh. The addictiveness of V gets a ooh. The VFX and the CG of V gets a ooh. And finally, the overall rating of V gets a ooh. So yeah, that is the end of my review of V, the series. I'm not saying don't watch it, but you know, just don't have any high expectations for it, because if you do, you might be disappointed.